More flooding rains in the forecast. In fact, going to show you the potential of what we could be seeing rainfall-wise. Hard to pinpoint just how much is going to fall. Some models indicating anywhere from 10 to 15 inches west of the city. Let's begin with what's over my shoulder. The weather impact alert. Tonight through Thursday evening, that's when we expect things to finally start drying out. Thursday evening. That's a pretty good ways from now. So multiple rounds of rain. The impact in the meantime, upwards of 10 inches will lead to flash flooding for sure. It won't take more than 1/4 of an inch in some cases in some areas. And you've got to stay weather aware. You need to make sure to remember, turn around, don't drown on any area roadways. Out to our lowest section of our city, the Almost Basin and the Quarry Market, where tonight we're cloudy and 77, a light rain falling at the airport. East-northeast wind right now, dew point so high, 75. 77 degrees, 75-degree dew point. I mean, this atmosphere nearly saturated despite all the rain that has fallen. Look at the rain-cooled temps today. When you get afternoon highs in the 70s and 80s in mid-July, you know something's wrong, right? 75 Rock Springs, 77 Kerrville, only 82 on the high in New Braunfels. Our 84 well below the average of 95. Rainfall today well below the average of the area. We had just under an inch at San Antonio International. Stone Oak had more than 3 inches of rainfall just today. 1.5 inches now for the month of July. In fact, look at some of these pockets and you can see what I'm talking about. There's that Stone Oak number in that red exceeding 3 inches, but it's between Hondo and Uvalde, a bullseye radar estimate, albeit a radar estimate, between 10 and 13 inches of rainfall. Sometimes actual rain gauges aren't too far behind. We'll be checking those tomorrow. 7.5 near Bandera, 2+ Medina Lake, almost 6 at Kerrville, and then more than 2 in some spots near the airport. And that's why, again, the 281 corridor and the I-10 corridor under this flood warning until 11:15. These 3 warnings until midnight tonight. Here's where the rain is falling tonight, right over those flash flood warnings of Uvalde and Medina County and moving right up into Bandera County. So this is the spot, and this is going to lead to some really bad flooding. What could be catastrophic flooding, because there was a rain shower earlier over Stone Oak, the one that produced a thunderstorm that, again, it didn't take long before you start seeing the water rise within an hour of the rain starting, because we're just so saturated. It's like pouring water on that wet sponge, and it stays in the same spot. That's why you saw it over Uvalde, because of this stationary trigger. There's a few things that work here. We've got a surface low to the east in the Gulf. We've got an upper low to the west, and then we've got tons of good saturated atmosphere. A huge dome of high pressure to the north is saturating the mid and upper levels, and then the surface has been very active, and you saw that dew point at 74. I mean, look at precipitable water. When you see this yellow and orange, there's just so much water in the atmosphere, and it doesn't go blue and dry out until, look, Sunday. So it's going to be a while, but it'll probably start drying out as early as Friday. Future radar, and here's the latest. Here's overnight tonight, where the heaviest rain, northern Bexar County, out I-10 to Kerrville at about 2 to 3 in the morning. And then as we work our way into sunrise, it looks like the heaviest pocket will be over Medina County up towards Kerrville. It expands from there to go even east of the city at midday, and then it's a little more scattered in the afternoon. Rain chances are still good Thursday. From downtown San Antonio, take a look, 14-day forecast, 80% tomorrow, 70% Thursday, finally downward to a 20% chance Friday. A nice looking weekend waiting for us, lower 90s and sunshine, and then we'll finally start climbing back to the mid 90s, but still shy of 100 as we head into the final weekend of July. Nate, my man.